News 46 is brought to you in part by...
Are you ready for this?
Check this out.
Now, there's a movie channel that has the movies you love and so much more.
It's really good.
This TV.
Come to Daddy.
Big stars.
Snap out of it.
Big movies.
Tradition.
Big entertainment. On one channel. This TV. To find where This TV is in your area and what great movies are playing, log on to thistv.com.
Well, I started doing some thinking. See, I've been here 17 years, and if I'm not mistaken, they've received pet money the whole time, the county has, in the tune of around $11 million a year. Well, that's about $82 million? Well, where's it been spent? I don't think it's been spent in Pahrump. I go to Beatty, you go to Tonopah. I hear now that out in Amargosa they're going to build a real nice community center. And what does Pahrump got? A building put up kind of volunteer-wise in 1963. It's got a lot of problems. It can be fixed, I believe, but the problem is it's not really where you should, it was fine for a town of 3,000-4,000 people, but it's certainly not acceptable today. Yeah, we're trying to bring in business and look successful, and what do we got, a rundown old building? And so I'm a little tired of Pahrump getting shortchanged. Understand that most of the other towns, or I guess all of them actually, in Nye County are what they call an advisory board. They have no money, no budget. They simply advise the county commissioners of what things that they like to happen, and the county commissioners, would do or what not. We're one step up. It means we have a small budget, and we do make a few decisions on our own, but most things still run by the county. But the county is financially shortchanged us for years, and it's got to stop. So I'm looking at the Calvada Eye. Well, I thought it was pretty nice with a pond and fish and turtles, and now even that's getting kind of ruined. It's all emptied out, and we're going backwards here. So there isn't a lot of property that the town or the county owns, and that's on 33 acres. And the town of Pahrump should have a really nice government center, maybe with a nice big old community center in the back, or a convention center. We need a convention center really bad. Anyway, we got to move forward here. I would be surprised if the county commissioners went ahead and deeded over the property to us, and certainly they're welcome to continue to use it for their meetings as well, like they always did the Root Center. But if not, then possibly they'll help us with some funding or give us some land. They don't seem to have that much land. I did a little check on that, and I think they got maybe a 20-acre parcel somewhere. I can't remember. Anyway, only a couple parcels like that, maybe a 40-acre parcel. That's all they got in this whole valley. They weren't thinking about the future either. But we got to move forward and do something. And by just sitting around and doing nothing, I can't totally fault the commissioners for ignoring Pahrump because past boards never went to them and asked for something. But I'd like to see this board do what I've been saying for quite a while. Let's get proactive here and let's stand up for the town of Pahrump.
So what do you see happening with the Pahrump Community Center then?
Right now that's kind of up in the air because we're looking at some grant money possibly, the brownfields, which takes care of fixing, those are grants also to fix things. And so we don't know all what we're going to have or what we can do. But even if, the add-on part of the A and B room, B and C rooms, they obviously need a new roof because it was put on there totally flat. I don't know why they didn't continue the main roof, which was pitched to go all the way to the end. And then, of course, the water going to run off. But even if you put it all back in operation, it's not what we need to be, to entertain people. You have to spend money to make money. If you're trying to get some guy to bring a successful business to town, we have to look successful. And that building's hardly the look of that.
Well, I know that the town board meetings are held there, but there's so many activities that are held there. What are they going to do with that if that's not repaired?
Well, like I said, one way or another, I'm sure it'll be repaired. And it would continue to be what you just said, for little community functions and everything. But trying to attract major business here and everything, like I said, we've long since outgrown that building. We're not a few thousand people in Pahrump anymore.
Where do we go from this point?
Well, I plan on the second meeting in March is when we'll go before the commissioners, based on the fact that the 5 board members did support the motion to see about getting a deed or some other lands or whatever. We're going to try to move forward somehow and get the commissioners to help us out do something. Because one of the things I'm thinking about is, quite frankly, after looking at all the land, it seems like it will take a little bit of work, but the 400 acres we have up on the highway at 160 is really an outstanding location for a huge event center and everything. So we need to bring events here and bring people in and tourists and stuff and make money. So maybe that'll end up being our government center.
They're also talking about the Pahrump Arts Council having a performing arts center in the Calvada Eye.
Well, I've heard a little bit about that, but I don't really have any particular details. But sure, you know, something like that. Like I said, there's 33 acres, only about a quarter of it's occupied right now. But it is you know, it always was one of the little icons in our community, and it would be nice to, you know, make it grow. But we're stagnant here.